Onto the stage of the Central Hall, Westminster, walks Monsieur Maisky at a greetings to the Soviet gathering, at which detachments of the Allied forces led by Great Britain present their national emblems. The Indian Empire, the United States of America, the Republic of China, Czechoslovakia, Free France, and Holland. The impressive display is a fitting subject on which to introduce an exclusive talk by our ex-ambassador to Moscow, Sir Stafford Cripps.
I appreciate there are some people in this country who are still afraid of the spread of the Russian ideology, but what they've got to recollect is that if we are friendly with Russia and have an arrangement of cooperation with them, any dangers which they fear will be very much less. My own view is that you can't take a system and the methods of government from one country and bring them to another. Each country has got to develop its own type of government, and if we want some change, we shall have to have a change brought about in our own way and by our own methods. The Soviet government is now one of the strongest forces in Europe, and if we win the victory together as allies, then the Soviet armies in Berlin will be one of the great determining factors in the reconstruction of Europe. As a matter of fact, the Soviet Union have no idea and no wish to interfere with the internal affairs of any other country. I know that from the lips of Stalin himself, and it's been constantly repeated publicly by the Soviet government. I don't think yet we've realized the intensity of the Russian effort, and we've got to tune ourselves up to that intensity. We've got to try and help the Russians in every way that we can to make ready to meet the spring offensive of Hitler. On that will depend probably the whole future of the world and of civilization. We must be as strong and as determined as the Russian people have been through these terrible months of winter, snow and frost. Their sufferings have been to help us, and our effort must now be to help them.